everybody, it's me Stacy here at Scrapbooking Made Simple, scrapbookingmadesimple.com, and it is time for our Make It Monday event. Hello, hello, hello. Now, I believe it's Monday, February 26th, 2023, and I have got Crafter's Companion for you today. Will it load on time? I don't think so. We are still having weather issues. We're having electrical issues here. Some lights are turning on, some lights aren't. It's gonna be what it's gonna be, but I'm gonna try and get this done for you so that it loads by 6 p.m. sunny California time. That would be 8 p.m. Central, 9 p.m. Eastern. And you join me for our live chat then. Now, what's a Make It Monday event here at Scrapbooking Made Simple? Super easy. We partner, meaning I go poke manufacturers and say, what have you got left in that warehouse of yours? All those boxes in the back that are still sitting there. Don't you want to get rid of some of that product? Let me try. So I contact manufacturers and say, what you got that you want to move? Now the product isn't the latest product, but it certainly can be some of the greatest product that for one reason or another just didn't sell through. We try to bring you between $80 and $100 worth of product every Monday for $19.99. So far, we're moving into our third month of doing this, and I've been able to have enough manufacturers say, yep, I need product to go. And it's a win-win-win for everybody because, well, that product's just sitting in their inventory, not selling. It needs to move along. They need the space, right? They need the money back, right? And we like to keep crafting affordable for you, and you like to make pretty things that fit in your crafty budget. The Make It Monday event was thought of. I thought of it that way because we do 2 other events each week. We do a Thursday expedite event where it's the latest and greatest from manufacturers. It is their newest launches. It is their latest collections. It is value priced, but not at $19.99. And then we do a Saturday with Stacy YouTube class where it's a full class. It's up to 3 hours long where I am teaching and you are learning and we are being inspired by each other. But again, and we do keep it as affordable as we can, but most often that's newer product. So I thought to myself, well, I know our customers. I know that there are peeps out there who are very fortunate and have an unlimited unlimited American Express card, absolutely. But I also know there's many of you that don't. And that $19.99, if you could get something that gave you the tools to play and make beautiful things again and again and again, for $19.99, you could afford to craft. And that is so important that you be able to afford not only what your household needs and what your family needs, new shoes and milk and electricity, but also the opportunity to sit down and let the cares, the stress of the day, let those suitcases and those bags that you've been carrying all day long, all those things that you've had to worry about and stress about and you're thinking about, if you're able to put those down for even an hour and just enjoy what you're doing and playing with some new things because it was only $20, well, that is a win for me because it keeps you crafting and it keeps you in your hobby as opposed to being priced out of it. So today I have got Crafter's Companion for you. Like I said, it's a $90 bundle for $19.99, and it is chock full of stuff. So when you ask, how does she do it? How does she get that price? Well, I poke manufacturers, and I don't give up. I don't take no for an answer. And most often, they want to also keep you crafting and let you enjoy your hobby. And if the stuff's sitting there, somebody's got to sell it, right? Might as well be us. And if we're going to do that, we're going to do it at a price where I think, what's the lowest price we can do? Trust me. But I think that fits in more crafty budgets than not. So today I've got a whole bunch of fun for you. I am going to walk you through each and every item. The sale does not go live until after our live chat stops. So if you see a live chat going on right now, you can't order the product until this premiere is over. But if you don't see a live chat going on over here, who knows? Maybe you can. Maybe it's still available. The sale has started and the sale only lasts for 1 week, and that's it. Then the product goes away. If we have leftovers at some point, we gather them all together and do a special for it, but 1 week and that's it. Also keep in mind that that expedited shipping, we're doing our very, very best to get it out to you. We're very, very short-handed, so hang tight and we'll do our best to get it shipped as fast as we possibly can. So I'm gonna, also one other thing. I was able to figure out how to do playlists so that these videos for Mondays and Thursdays, after the events are over, they'll move down to a playlist that says past Make It Monday events, product no longer available, because the product's no longer on the site. But when you get it, you'll be able to refer back to this video and say, oh yeah, that's what she did with it. Oh yeah, that's what she did with it. Or, oh yeah, that's what she did with it. Could be any of those. So I'm glad you're here with me today. We are out of blizzard warning, but we are definitely rainy. And like I said, we're under flash flood warning now. So hang tight. I'm going to get this video up as quickly as I can, and then we will live chat during it, and I hope many of you can join me. And if not today, then definitely Thursday at 5 p.m. sunny California time, 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern, or Saturday mornings for our Saturday with Stacy YouTube classes that are 8 a.m. in the morning sunny California time, 10 a.m. Central, 11 a.m. Eastern, or 4 p.m. in the United Kingdom. Are you ready to see? Are you ready to see what's in today's Make It Monday bundle? Look at that price. Holy smokes, artichokes. All right, I'm gonna tilt on down. We're gonna get started for today. It's good to see everybody. Don't forget to say hello over here. If you're new and you're live chatting for the first time, say hello. Absolutely. We don't bite. You will make new crafty friends. You would be shocked to know how many people have become really good friends from the live chats. It makes my heart so happy. All right, down we go. Gonna get started. Let's walk you through everything that comes with the bundle for your $19.99. You're gonna get everything you see in this bundle that I show you. Let's start. First, we have dewdrops. Oh, those are easy to, okay, dewdrops. So, pretty little clear epoxy dewdrops that add a nice little embellishment to everything. Dewdrops. Then we have metal dies. And everything comes in these little envelopes. Let's see what these say. See, I can read them when I do that. They say hello and with love. So 2 little metal dies. And then let's move along and see what we've got. Stencils and masks. These are actually what I'm going to be playing with today. So we've got some hills that can do grass. You've got masks. You've got a little sun or moon and some clouds. You've got the masks to go with it. But the one I'm going to be playing with is this one today. So I'm going to go ahead and put these in here. I hear something. I don't know if that's water dripping. It's rainy, but I hear it. All right, assorted ribbon. So 3 different sizes in colors that are going to coordinate with what we're using today. And I think we will do what we did last time. Since this is the bundle that I've opened up, if you place an order for a bundle, we'll pick one. Somebody will win the one that I've opened, and we'll refund you your money. So if you order a bundle, you might find yourself getting one that's partially opened, but not used, but free. That makes $19.99 even better. All right. In fact, I think I'm gonna think I'm gonna put that stencil back over there. 2 stamp sets, a silhouette stamp set, silhouette, and a sentiment stamp set. Then we have cardstock panels. Okay, so these are beautiful. These are 6x6 cardstock panels, meaning it's just cardstock ready to be stamped or die cut, but the weight's really, really nice. Those are really, really nice. And you get oodles of it. Then we go to card blanks. So here are your card blanks, meaning your cards. Now you can, this is a 6x6, you can trim this down to an A2, you can trim it to an A6, you can trim it to whatever it is you want. And gosh, I think you get 15 or 16 of them in there. And then we have the envelopes to match. So if you don't want to cut them down, you've got coordinating envelopes ready to go. Then we have got a die and stamp set that says happy. So you've got the die that says happy, the stamp that says happy, and little stamps to finish the sentiments. Be happy, choose happy, happy birthday, oh happy day. I'm still going. This is all in the bundle. Is that crazy? We have got beautiful, beautiful pattern paper. Single-sided, but love this paper. This paper made my heart happy for sure. Let's see what's, there we go. Let's see, look at that color. Beautiful pattern paper. And then we have colored cardstock to coordinate. So you can see the colored cardstock coordinates just perfectly. And in fact, there's a blue in here that made my heart so happy. Love this blue. Look at how pretty is that. So you've got every color you need to coordinate with the patterned paper. So in the bundle, gosh, let me see if I can find everything. I've got the cardstock. I've got the patterned paper. I've got the, let me go back just a little bit. I've got the happy die and stamp set. I've got the 2 other stamp sets. I've got the hello and with love, there it is. I've got the dewdrops. I've got the coordinating ribbon. I've got the cards and the envelopes. I've got the base, or your cardstock to start stamping and die cutting on. I know I've got more in here. Oh, here's the stencils and the masks. I mean, it's just chock full, and it's everything for $19.99. All of it for $19.99. Everything. And that is a holy smokes artichokes price for sure. And because I opened this, somebody's going to get this one for free if you place your order. Yay for you. It'll be a surprise. I won't use any of it, I promise. I won't use it. But I will give it away to you. We'll put it all back in the envelopes. Okay, so I think we can get started for today. And quickly, I want to start with the rest of the stencils. I want to start with the happy die and stamp set. So here's the happy die and the stamp set. I want you to notice that the die is not an open frame die, meaning that it's completely solid. So it doesn't, you can't see through it. Usually when you have a die and a stamp set, you can typically see through so that you're able to line up your die with your stamp. This one behaves a little differently, and it's very easy to use. If you just want to die cut with it, you absolutely can. I can just die cut with it. Bring over my Sizzix Big Shot machine, which is what I'm using for today. I am going to need, hello, my Solo shim, which is right here. So my Sizzix Big Shot machine comes with a base platform, comes with a Solo shim that allows you to do wafer dies, which is what this is. This is a wafer die, super thin, a cut plate, my die, my paper, my die, and then a do not cut plate, which is just another cut plate that you try not to cut into so that it doesn't have as much warping. Straighten them out, and let's just send this one through super fast. And just like that, I've got a happy birthday. Right? Easy to do. Now, if I want to stamp and die cut, I can certainly do that. It comes with both. Let's cut another piece of paper. Maybe we'll do it on the white. Maybe we'll do it on the white. Now, typically, I would stamp first. Grab my stamp. I would typically stamp my image first. So I'm using Color Pad by Jacquard. Oh, Stacy Park. I put my stamp on backwards. So I don't edit my videos. Clearly. Put my stamp on backwards. I need to have the image facing out and ink it. Oh, but that gave me an idea. Nope, not today. So I need to stamp it up. And again, I'm using ink by Jacquard. So Jacquard bought the company that made Color Box. And this is their black dye based ink. It is waterproof, which means it doesn't move with any kind of alcohol ink or any kind of watercolor pencils or crayons. It is a beautiful ink and it is super black. It's blacker than India ink. Easy peasy. Now typically you would then take your die and you would put your die over the top and you would run it through your die cutting machine. But because I can't see through the die, makes it a little bit of a challenge to line it up for sure. Let's bring my machine on over. I've got my base platform, my Solo shim, my paper, and because there's no open hole here, it's not just a frame around it, I can't line it up very well. Let's put my cut plate down. Yeah, see, I can't line it up really well. I have to almost guess. And I don't like to guess. All right, send it on through and see how close I am. Oh! Okay, I'm not sure what fell, but something fell. Oh yeah, see, I'm off. Although it makes it look like I've got a white shadow behind it, which isn't the worst case. That's not the worst case. So with this set, you do need to die cut first. You absolutely need to die cut first. So let's send it through again. super easy to die cut. It's not an intricate die. It doesn't require any shims or a precision base plate, nothing like this. One roll generally does it. It will fit through a Sidekick machine. Oh, look at that. I transferred the color. Look at that. I don't remember having ink on this. Huh, but I transferred the color. Ooh, maybe that's a good way of doing it. Let's clean this and let's do it one more time. Oh, it transferred when I die cut it. Let's die cut one more time. Will it fit? Nope, too thin. Let's try it one more time. And send it on through and see what we get. Alrighty. There we go. So now I've got my happy. So I did my happy out of just paper, patterned paper. I did my happy where I stamped first and then tried to line it up. And now I've got my happy where I've die cut first and I'm going to try and line it up. And let's see what I get. This should be a little easier for me. I've got my gush pad. I've got my happy sentiment. I'm going to ink it up. And now I'm going to line it up. So I'm just going to line it right over into the top of my die. And go for it. This should be much closer than what I was able to do trying to stamp and then die cut. This time you're going to die cut and then stamp. Oh yeah, much better. Although I don't really mind the shadow. So you have options, or you can just use the word happy all by itself. So I want you to know that about that set. Because that die is solid, it's a little easier to die cut first and then line up. And if you have a stamp positioner, well, that's even going to make your life a little bit easier. I'm a fly by the seat of my pants kind of girl, as you saw by me inking with the back side, but that's okay. Oh yeah, there we go. All right, time to move on. Next thing I want to play with is that stencil. And for those of you who are not overly familiar with stencils, I will go ahead and just ink one quickly. I'm going to play with this one. And you are going to want to tape it down with something if you're going to be inking it. Let's see if I've got some washi tape over here. You are going to want to tape it down. And I'm just going to grab some pink ink and go in and do a quick color just so you can see. What a stencil looks like. And then maybe a little bit of a red. So I'm just inking it easy peasy for those who have never seen stenciling before. And then maybe back over with just a little bit of pink, just to kind of cement the whole color together. Good enough, just to give you an idea of what stenciling looks like. And there you go. Now you cut around and mat and off you go. But I want to do something different with this stencil. I want to use my die cutting machine for this. And for some of you, this may be the first time you see something like this happen. For others, you may remember that you can do this, but you don't remember all the time, so you don't do it very often. And for others, you may be going, oh, I do this all the time with my stencils. Yes, I know about that. And of course, there's the fourth category that's like, yeah, I don't want to do any of this, but I like the live chat and I want to see the samples at the end. That's okay too. Let me clean my stencil just a little bit. So we're going to use this as an embossing feature. Now again, this is a very thin piece of plastic, super thin piece of plastic, and we're going to make it emboss like an embossing folder. Is it going to have that deep, deep etching? No, because it's not a folder where I can slip my paper in and force the bottom into the top, making that really deep etched embossing. It's not a folder. This is a stencil. And you can do this with any stencil you own, absolutely. But what do you do with it? Well, let's grab some paper and let's play. So I'm gonna grab this sheet because this is lovely. Love this, yum. Hello. And I'm gonna cut me a piece of this because this makes my heart happy. Remember, the paper that comes with your kit is single-sided. Well, even if it was double-sided, you could do this because any paper that is printed starts as white paper. It doesn't matter whose paper it is. If it's printed on both sides, it started as a sheet of white paper. This one just happens to be single-sided. So let's bring my stencil and my machine on over. And this is where something called, what we call a squishy and a knock-knock comes in. This is not what Sizzix calls them. They call this a silicone pad and this an impression pad. I call it a squishy and a knock-knock for a really good reason. When Ellison Sizzix started to manufacture these products, they all were black. All three of these were the same black, and they're almost the same size. I mean, look at that. You would think that this is the same thing as this, only this one's black and this one's white, but it's not. This is a thud pad. It's a crease pad, and it's used for a very specific purpose. It's a thud pad. This is a knock-knock pad, knock-knock, and this is a squishy pad. So Sizzix calls this a silicone pad, but when it was black, I could easily explain to you, use the squishy pad because it's a visual, you can see that. And if I said use the impression pad, use the knock-knock, well again, that's easy for you to understand. And if you needed to use the crease pad, the thud pad. But a few years ago, they decided to change up the colors. Wahoo Kachoo. So now the impression pad is white and the squishy is gray, but the names have stuck. So you can even Google or search them on our site by Squishy and Knock Knock, and that's how they'll come up that way. I'm going to be using these today with my stencil. These are normally used with a die that allows you to do an embossing feature if you want to emboss a die. But we're going to use it with a very thin plastic stencil. Let me bring my machine over. So with your machine, remember, it comes with a base platform. It comes with a solo shim that you're going to use for your wafer dies. And it comes with what is 2 clear plates. So this plate, well, this plate started like this one. And now it looks like this, which is fine. You're going to use it until it cracks in half, and eventually it will crack and you will need to replace it. But that's why you keep a do not cut plate, because this plate, well, you try never to cut into it. It will get embossed, but you try not to cut into it. And it kind of keeps things going through your machine nice and easy peasy, and also saves on how many plates you have to replace. So I'm going to leave my solo shim on. I think I'm going to leave my solo shim on. So I've got my base and I've got my solo shim, and I've got, whether it be a cut plate or a do not cut plate, it isn't going to matter because there's nothing in here to cut or harm the pad at all. So I think I'm going to put my stencil down, and then my pretty paper. The paper that you want to see on the project that you're doing. What do you want to see on that project that you're doing? Do you want to see the white or do you want to see the pretty? That's what goes against the stencil. And then I'm going to do a squishy and a knock knock. Here's my squishy. Here's my knock knock. Now remember, I left my solo shim on, and I'm going to try and send it through my Big Shot machine. And it's going to say, no, I can't do it, it's too thick. It will not force through. You cannot force it through. The machine says, no, sorry, back it up, try again. So this time, I'm going to take my solo shim off. And it's hard to believe something that thin can make a difference, but it really can. So now I've got my base plate. I've got my stencil. I've got my paper. I've got my squishy. And I've got my knock knock. And let's see what happens. Now this time, look at how easy it rolls. Can you see me rolling? Piece of cake. Easy peasy. And if you want to roll back, you can. And let's see what I've got. Now, I don't know if you can see this, but let's grab a sanding block. This is a Couture Creation sanding block. And let's just sand. And where that squishy and knock knock forced the paper into that stencil, I can now sand off the top of that paper, exposing the image from a stencil. I know. Let's do it again. Let's do it out of, now it has to be paper that has a core to it. So it has to be out of paper that has a core. Cardstock isn't going to work because cardstock is solid all the way through. Oh, maybe theirs isn't. Oh, theirs is white core too. Okay then. Let's grab a piece of their cardstock and use that. Let's play. What color do I want to do? Maybe I do want to use this color. Their cardstock is white. And this time, maybe I'll do that one too. This time, I might just add a little itty bitty shim. That went through very easy when I rolled it through. This time, maybe I add a piece of copy paper. Maybe I just take a sheet of copy paper and fold it in half. This is thinner than my solo shim, and maybe that will add just a little bit more pressure, allowing me to get even maybe a slightly deeper embossing. So I've got my base platform, I've got my cut plate, I've got, doesn't matter what size paper, what side paper I use because it's the same. I've got my squishy over the top. And this time I'm just gonna add a piece of copy paper to add just a little bit more pressure and my knock knock, and let's see what we get. Whew, I did not realize that their cardstock was white core. That just even adds more to the value of their bundle. And maybe you can see on the back side. All right, let's sand. And look at that. All from a plastic stencil. What's needed is the squishy and the knock knock. That is absolutely what's needed. Let's do one more, and that way I have 3 to play with. And this one's really pretty. And I think I'm gonna do that piece right there. Bring my machine on over. Anybody see where I put my stencil? Oh, right here. Hello. Stencil down. Pretty side down. Squishy over the top. I'm gonna add just a little bit of a shim, and maybe I even wanna try and make it a little bit tighter. So I fold that and put that down, and let's see if it goes through. At some point it will be too thick and your machine will say, oh no you didn't. Send it on through. Oh yeah, a little bit tighter but still going. And my impression just got that much deeper. And let's sand it. Now my paper's not cracking. And I can only sand so much. At some point, you'll sand all the way through to the through the paper. And wherever that embossing is, that paper's been raised up, allowing my sandpaper to hit it and take off the printed part, exposing that white core. So I've got 1, I've got 2, I've got 3. Now, let's play. Let's take the stamp sets. And I think I'm gonna play with maybe the girl on the swing on this one. That would be cute. So I've got a little girl on a swing and I've got some grass. And I'm gonna wanna put some grass down at the bottom here. Yeah, I'm gonna wanna put some grass down there. Yep. See, sanded too much, but we're gonna go with it. So I'm gonna pull out a block. This is our block set from Couture Creations. I think we're sold out, but if you can find a block set that gives you several sizes for a reasonable price, I say buy it. Because once you have the blocks, you never have to buy them again. This is just a cute little piece of a stamp that just makes grass. Let's see. So that's all it does, is make grass. One, two, three, A, B, C. Look at how dark that black is. That is happy day right there. But I want to do it on the heart, but I don't want it to go across the heart. That wouldn't make, I want it to just fill in inside the heart, but not over here and not over there. I want to miss this part. So how am I going to do that? I'm going to mask this. And the easiest way to mask this stencil is just with Post-it notes. I'm going to put a Post-it note here. And I'm going to put a Post-it note here. That way, when I stamp across, I'll end up stamping on my little Post-it notes, but not on my pretty paper. Let's try. You could use washi tape, whatever you can do to just cover up the area you don't want your image to stamp on. So let's come in. And just like that, I've stamped. But when I pull that off and I pull that off, now I've only stamped at the bottom of my heart. If I want to go a little bit higher, I can. I just make my Post-it note a little bit wider. So now I could stamp a little bit higher because my Post-it notes go a little bit higher. You think we can double stamp this? I don't know, we'll see. It's only paper at this point. I hear it raining. I'm gonna go right across the top of that. And see what we get. So peel off and peel off. And now I made it a little bit higher. So easy to do. Now let's grab, how about we grab our cute little girl who's swinging. And let's grab a block. And let's ink her up and show you what she looks like. Cute, right? She's just darling. Let's bring back over my heart. And when I hold her down, I can already tell you that the ropes from her swing are too big. They would come out the top of my heart, and I don't want that. No, no, no. So I'm gonna mask again. I think I might even put her on a little bit of an angle. So I'm gonna grab my Post-it notes. And I'm going to mask off what I don't want. Inked. So just with Post-it notes, I've just masked that off. Now let's ink her up. And I think I want her kind of a little bit like that. And down. Up. And there she is. These are just darling and so easy to use. I've got a cute little butterfly here. And I can put maybe, gosh, I could mask that too. Put one there, mask it off so it's kind of off the frame. And then I could put one here. So I've got two little butterflies going. I even have a cute little rabbit. I don't think there's enough room for my rabbit. I just put him down there. Not enough room for him. I made my grass too tall. But look at how cute is this. Trim it on out. Find the cardstock that's going to make your heart happy to back it with. Oh, I think I like the pink. Go ahead and I'm just going to tape it into place and then trim it down just a little bit more. Nope, too tall. Nope, that is not going to come off. That is down, down, down. I'm going to trim this a little bit just to give me a little more of a mat. Ha! There we go. Trim my side. And then I can even take one of the sentiments and stamp my sentiment. Let's enjoy your special day. I think I can get that on there. I'm going to stamp it on white. Perfect. And pop that right on there. I could even make it smaller if I want to, if I really want to get it down in size. And then put it there. So taking that stencil and using it for something other than what its intended purpose was makes it double useful. Taking any stencil. Enjoy your special day. And put one there. And put one there. Poof, done. I love this one. I do, I love this one. But I love this one too. What if we grab that grass again? This time I won't go as high as I did last time. Ink up. Yeah, good. So mask off, mask off. Got my grass going on. I wonder if I can do the tree. Well, we're gonna try. So I know I'm gonna need it here. And there. These in half. Help me make my turn. And there. And there. Let me get that one a little closer. Cut it a little thinner, help me make my turn. There. And there. And there. That work? And one last one. There. Okay, so I've masked it up. Boy, have I howdy. Let's grab my block. But it's Post-it notes. Let's make sure where I want to go with it. One more, just to be certain. I probably didn't need that one more, but let's go. Let's sync it up and see what we get. Right now it's just paper. Pull all my Post-it notes off. And now I've got my tree. And I think the last one I'll do is my little bride and groom. Oh, she's awful tight. How about my... Okay, they're better. Bride and groom would have been great without the tree. Oh, Stacy. And down. And up. And I dropped it. Can you see my little drops? I'm just gonna cover them up with my butterfly. like they never happened. 1. Two. Just gonna cover him up with my butterfly. And there we go. We just get creative when we craft. So you saw how easy it was to take a stencil and make it more than what it was supposed to be. She looks cute in there. Easy peasy. And I still have this one to do. But the stencil was meant to be used like this. I can lift her up a little bit if I want. Lift them up. Let's just put them down real quick. I want to leave a nice wide, maybe I'll move her to the top. Just kind of border off a little bit of this. And border off a little bit of this. And then let's put it on the blue. I like it on the blue. Do you like it on the blue? I think it makes it pop. And it's all about that masking and taking that stencil and making it more than what it was. Straighten up my lines a little bit. I know you would use a trimmer. I do not. And then the last thing I want to do is grab a sentiment. Do I have one that's just... How about a just for you? Ta-da! These are easy to do. And they give you so much to play with. So many stamps. The silhouettes are so useful. The tree and the butterflies and the little silhouette of the girl or the couple or the wedding, or there's even a silhouette of a fairy. Now tell me she's not cute in there, right? Got my Just For You. I've got her. Easy peasy. So this is this month's Make It Monday with Crafter's Companion. Use the stencils in a way that maybe you hadn't thought of before. Use the dies. Use the stamps. They've given you so much that you should be able to create, between 30 and 40 cards or several layouts. You should be able to make so much out of this, or give it as a gift. Absolutely. Everything is inside the package, and we don't sell any of it open stock. You got to buy the whole thing, the whole kabang, for $19.99. Let me show you some samples. Oh, and let me tell you, so that'll be on sale. You know what? I'll put this on sale because we used that. I'll put the squishy and the knock knock. So I'll do the squishy and the knock knock because we used them. So if you want to be able to do this, you'll need them, the couture and the ink. So if you need any of these items, we'll put them on sale as well as part of the category. And as long as you order items just from the Make It Monday category and your order is paid for on time, then your order will qualify for expedited shipping. So samples, where did I put the samples? Hello, samples, right here. So let me show you some of the samples. See, look at how cute is that, right? How simple is this? Follow your dreams with the butterflies and the little droplets, the little dew droplets. Again, pattern paper. You've got With Love, just as a simple card base. But then, look at this. You've got the stencils to do the clouds and the sun. You've got the stencil to do the heart. You could have done the heart embossed and then gone in and colored and stenciled. You have all of this in that bundle. Happy? Yes, it is. Here. And then the quick ones that I did, where I use the stencil as an embossing feature. Scissors. That way or that way, you have options. All right, you guys, it's me, Stacy, Scrapbooking Made Simple, reminding you that if you would like these orders to be expedited out for you, you just have to follow the terms and conditions that are in this category, our Make It Monday category. Please don't order anything from any other category. You can if you don't want it expedited out, absolutely. Please make sure your order is paid for by the time shown. And wow, I hope you had a good time. All right, so I'm about ready to turn on the product. Ready, set. I'm on my way over to turn it on because I have to manually do it. Go. And thank you so much for joining me as part of this Make It Monday with Crafter's Companion. It was fun. It's affordable. It's wow, so much product. $90 worth of product for $19.99. All right, the sale is on. I will see you again on Thursday for our next event, hopefully 5 p.m. sunny California time, 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern. I'm not sure that this one will make it in that time frame, but I will keep you updated, all right? It's good to see everybody, and it's me, Stacy, Scrapbooking Made Simple, scrapbookingmadesimple.com. Bye.